USC is poised to finish National Signing Day with the top-ranked class in the Rivals industry team rankings, but Notre Dame and Oregon aren't far behind. The final standings for the cycle remain unsettled, and the race for number one could come down to the final Rivals 300, Top 247, and ESPN300 releases in January. Oregon is in striking distance, and flipping five-star wide receiver Chris Henry Jr. from Ohio State could narrow the gap to a razor-thin margin. Henry, a standout at Santa Ana's Mater Dei, had attended Ohio State's signing ceremony and sat behind a placard bearing his name and the Buckeyes logo. But just before the event, Ohio State offensive coordinator and position coach Brian Hartline announced he was leaving for USF. Henry had committed to Ohio State more than 2 years ago, largely because of his relationship with Hartline. With Hartline's departure, Henry chose not to sign, reopening the recruiting battle. Oregon has been pursuing him relentlessly since his initial commitment, and the Ducks now appear to be the primary threat alongside Texas. USC, though quieter in the background, remains a contender. The Ducks have already secured or are expected to sign 5 five-star players: offensive lineman Emmanuel Iheanacho, tight end Kendre Harrison, safety Jet Washington, receiver Jalen Lott, and edge rusher Anthony Jones. Henry would give Oregon a 6th five-star signee, marking the highest total under coach Dan Lanning. Meanwhile, USC made waves by flipping 4-star receiver Dixon-Wyatt from Ohio State, landing him at Mater Dei before the Hartline news even broke. The Trojans also secured 5-star tight end Mark Bowman and 4-star defenders Tomihini Topui and Sean Scott. Unlike previous cycles plagued by decommitments, USC's 2025 class avoided drama late in the process. The only late flip was JUCO defensive back Jaquan Morris, who mutually chose Illinois after a visit. USC also fended off attempts from other programs. Texas A&M tried to flip 4-star receiver Booby Feaster, Oregon attempted to reclaim Topui, and other top prospects were closely monitored, but nothing materialized on signing day. Coaching movement in recent weeks has led some top recruits to delay signing, and Henry is far from alone. LSU commits Lamar Brown and Deuce Geralds, along with Syracuse pledge Calvin Russell, could hold off decisions later in the 3-day signing window. In the end, USC has built a class largely intact, solidifying its position atop the rankings. But with Oregon and Notre Dame still in the hunt, the final outcome of the 2026 recruiting cycle remains wide open, keeping fans, coaches, and analysts on the edge of their seats as the recruiting drama continues.